What's going on, everybody? Q here from Hyperstocks. Thank you so much for checking in. In this video, we're going to go over the S&P 500 or SPY. We're also going to go over Apple and Tesla stock. We're going to talk about some important levels to pay attention to, as well as some price targets to look forward to in the coming days and in the coming week. So let's go ahead and get started with SPY, where we can see that today's daily candle closed above the 100-day moving average. This means that SPY is starting to break above this bullish flag that we set up last week, and we're starting to move above a key level, which is the 100-day moving average. This is a level that we broke below at the start of the correction, and we haven't been able to get back above since March, in which we climbed above it for just a few days before selling off back down. So SPY is currently starting to move towards the highs that we made also in May and June. These are significant highs because if we're able to break above this high here of 417.50, then we can potentially start making higher highs again. But for now, even though we've rallied for a few weeks, we are still in the process of making lower lows in the general trend because we are trading below these lows here. So in the coming week, we want to see SPY move above 417.50 in order for us to start testing to move potentially back into a bullish territory in general. Now, going into the shorter term charts on SPY, many people are starting to wonder, when are we going to come back down? This is a common question for people who are playing puts, or if you're shorting the market, you want to know when it's a good time to start shorting again. My favorite rule is the trend is your friend. Don't bet against the trend. You typically want to maintain a position considering the overall trend. The overall trend on SPY has been bullish since the start of this reversal back on July 14th. So since July 14th, we have actually made higher highs every day, and we have managed to successfully close above every day's previous day's highs day over day. So even though yesterday we sold off, we still managed to recover above the previous day's highs in pre-market, which is why we pushed again today. So many people are wondering, what is this going to be the break? Are we topping out? There's really no sense in trying to find the top until we get a confirmation of a reversal. So going into tomorrow, if you are bearish on the market, you're going to want the market, SPY in specific, to move below 408.09. By end of day, and that is including post-market hours, you need the final closing candle to be below 408.09 for us to confirm a bearish trend reversal. As long as we're above that level going into tomorrow, that means we are holding a bullish trend. So don't bet against the market until we get a confirmation of a break below the trend. Yes, we are bullish going into tomorrow, which means that today's highs will be our main resistance and focus, which are 415.68. If the market can break above 415.68 tomorrow, then we can potentially see a price target of 417 to 417.50 on SPY. If we break below 408.09, then we can potentially free fall towards 406 to 407. Below 406, we can move to 402 to 404. Now moving on to Tesla stock. Tesla is also a stock in a bullish trend. The stock has been in a bullish trend since their earnings gap up. This is what we call a power earnings gap up, where we can see that they rallied the day after earnings. They cooled down for a few days and then they reversed back into a bullish trend. You can see that here. They broke the trend for just one day. Then the very next day, they managed to close above those highs and get back into a bullish trend, and they have been reversing since. So what could potentially happen with Tesla here is they can continue consolidating and move closer to 935.63. Above 935.63, Tesla can move to a price target of 950 to 956. If they do break their uptrend, if you are leaning bullish or bearish on the stock, then you would want a break below 903.45. So just like SPY, this is in a bullish trend. If you're bearish, you need it to close below today's lows, which are 903.35. Below that point, Tesla can fall down to 875 to 885. So between 875 and 885 would be your price target if Tesla breaks below 903. Now moving on to Apple stock. Apple is in a very bullish trend. We can see that Apple, just like Tesla, also had a power earnings gap up. You can see that on earnings, they reported strong earnings and they gapped up above their 200-day moving average. They took a few days to consolidate after that large post-market move that they had on earnings. You can see that they consolidated for just a few days, and then today they finally moved back to test the 164 resistance. 164 was configured as a resistance because that was the highest point that they moved after their earnings, and you can see they got rejected at it here, and they never were able to retest it again until today. They retested 164, they broke above it, came back down to retest, and then they held their 10 and 20-day moving averages nearly all day, only to rally to reach a high of 166.60. So going into tomorrow, if you're bearish on Apple, you will need Apple to close below 159.61 in order for it to reverse back down. If it closes and breaks below this level, then we can expect Apple to start moving back towards 157.50 to 158 as your price target. If you're looking for a bullish move on Apple, you need it to move above 166.59 in order for it to move to its next price target, which would be $170. Between 168 and 170 would be your target. Either way, you guys, I hope you found this helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and please give us a thumbs up if you found this video helpful.